When Time magazine declared Donald Trump their Person of the Year, the announcement stirred predictable waves of celebration among his supporters and grumbles among his critics. On the surface, it appeared to be a victory lap for the former president, a moment of validation he eagerly embraced, declaring it a sign that even the media was coming around to him. Trump wasted no time boasting about the supposed taming of the media and their newfound favor towards him. Yet, just beneath the surface of this spotlight moment lies a reality that Trump has conveniently chosen to ignore. Right next to the interview where Trump made numerous eyebrow-raising claims about immigration, vaccines, and his record as president, Time magazine published a meticulous 2,300-word fact-check exposing many of his statements as outright falsehoods. While Trump and conservative media celebrated his selection, they conveniently sidestepped this accompanying analysis, which dismantled his narrative point by point. Why would Time take such a bold stance, pairing their honor with a comprehensive dissection of his dishonesty? And why is the fact-check not the headline story across media outlets? Let's dive into the details of what was revealed and what it says about both Trump and the media landscape today. 1. The context of Time's Person of the Year selection. Time magazine's Person of the Year is not an endorsement of character or values, but rather a recognition of influence and newsworthiness. From activists and world leaders to polarizing figures like Adolf Hitler, the title has historically gone to individuals who define the year, for better or worse. Trump's 2024 selection follows this pattern, as his ongoing influence on the political landscape and his bid for a return to the presidency made him undeniably newsworthy. However, the magazine didn't stop at simply acknowledging his impact. By publishing a comprehensive fact-check alongside the interview, Time demonstrated a commitment to contextualizing its choice and ensuring readers understood the reality behind Trump's words. This decision reflects a broader journalistic responsibility. In an era where misinformation can spread rapidly, amplifying powerful voices without scrutiny can be dangerous. Time's dual approach, highlighting Trump's significance while simultaneously challenging his falsehoods, offers a model for how media outlets can navigate this delicate balance. 2. Trump's victory lap and media spin. Predictably, Trump's response to being named Person of the Year was celebratory. In rallies and public appearances, he used the honor to reinforce his narrative of media validation, claiming that outlets like Time were softening their stance against him. Conservative media eagerly amplified this message, framing it as proof of Trump's enduring appeal and a sign that even traditionally critical institutions were acknowledging his achievements. Yet, conspicuously absent from these celebrations was any mention of the accompanying fact-check, a glaring omission that underscores the selective narrative construction at play. Trump's rhetoric focused entirely on the recognition, ignoring the substantive criticisms and debunked claims laid bare by the fact-check. This selective acknowledgement is not new. It reflects a broader strategy of amplifying praise while dismissing criticism, no matter how fact-based. 3. The lies exposed in Time's fact-check. Time's fact-check was not a casual rebuttal but a meticulously researched document that addressed Trump's falsehoods across multiple domains. Here are some of the key claims debunked. Immigration and the border crisis. Trump boasted about fixing the border crisis during his presidency, claiming that the challenges only emerged under President Biden. However, Time's analysis, supported by data from PolitiFact, revealed that a spike in migrant apprehensions began in 2020, Trump's final year in office. The publication noted ongoing debates about whether effective border strategies should result in higher or lower apprehension rates, further undermining Trump's simplistic narrative. Moreover, Time highlighted how Trump's policies, such as the Remain in Mexico program, created significant humanitarian challenges without addressing the root causes of migration. The data indicates that migration trends are influenced by a complex interplay of factors, many of which extend beyond the policies of any single administration. Vaccines and autism. Trump's perpetuation of the debunked myth linking vaccines to autism was another focal point of Time's fact-check. The publication reminded readers that the origins of this claim trace back to a discredited and retracted study from the 1990s. Modern research consistently shows no evidence of a connection, yet Trump's rhetoric continues to fuel vaccine skepticism, with potentially harmful public health consequences. Times fact-check delved into the broader implications of such misinformation, noting that public trust in vaccines has been eroded by figures like Trump who give credence to baseless claims. This erosion of trust has tangible consequences, as seen during the COVID-19 pandemic, where vaccine hesitancy contributed to preventable deaths and prolonged public health crises. Transgender regret. In his interview, Trump asserted that a very high percentage of transgender individuals who transition later regret their decision. Time countered this claim with a review of studies indicating that less than 1% of people who transition report regret. Among transgender youth receiving gender-affirming care, the regret rate is only 4%, according to a single study cited in the fact-check. These statistics stand in stark contrast to Trump's baseless assertion, highlighting his reliance on misinformation. Time also explored the harm caused by such rhetoric, emphasizing how unfounded claims about transgender regret are weaponized to justify policies that restrict access to gender-affirming care. This misinformation not only stigmatizes transgender individuals, but also undermines their rights and well-being. 4. The broader implications of Time's fact-check. By publishing this fact-check alongside Trump's interview, Time set a precedent for responsible journalism in an era of misinformation. The decision to pair their recognition of Trump's influence with a critical examination of his claims underscores the complexity of covering figures like him. However, the muted response from other media outlets raises important questions about the state of journalism. Why wasn't the fact-check itself a headline story? Why did so many outlets focus solely on Trump's selection as Person of the Year, neglecting to highlight the critical context Time provided? This disparity points to a broader challenge: the struggle to balance the imperative of fact-based reporting with the sensationalism that often dominates media coverage. By prioritizing Trump's celebratory reaction over the substantive issues raised in Time's fact-check, many outlets missed an opportunity to hold a powerful figure accountable. 5. Lessons for media and the public. Time's approach, recognizing Trump's influence while fact-checking his claims, offers a roadmap for how media can navigate the challenges of covering polarizing figures. The publication's willingness to pair praise with critique demonstrates the importance of providing audiences with nuanced perspectives, rather than succumbing to the binary narratives that often dominate political discourse. For the public, this serves as a reminder of the importance of critical media consumption. Celebratory headlines may grab attention, but the substance often lies in the fine print. By engaging with the full scope of reporting, readers can gain a more comprehensive understanding of complex issues and hold leaders accountable for their words and actions. Donald Trump's selection as Time magazine's Person of the Year has sparked both celebration and controversy, but the true story lies in the fact-check that accompanied the honor. While Trump and his allies have used the recognition to bolster their narrative of media approval, Time's thorough debunking of his claims serves as a reminder of the importance of accountability in public discourse. As media consumers, we must demand more from our news outlets. The fact-checking of Trump's statements should have been front-page news, not a footnote to his selection. By shining a light on the discrepancies between rhetoric and reality, Time has demonstrated the critical role of journalism in preserving truth. It's now up to other media organizations and the public to amplify this work and ensure that accountability remains at the forefront of our political conversations. So, as Trump continues his victory lap, let's not lose sight of the bigger picture. The lies exposed in Time's fact-check are not just about Trump. They reflect the broader challenges we face in combating misinformation and holding leaders to account. And that's a story worth telling.